And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Now Porter, after Tyler Herro's three-pointer that didn't go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, getting up into the shooter is Wiggins. I mean, has all the natural tools and skills, I think, to be one of the best defenders in the league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Giannis, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Kuzma. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision, and pick and roll sets, that's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is.
He gets it in there. Herro's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
From 12 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. 3-point lead. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
A floater.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 5. Right side, Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. Miami leading by 3 to the inside. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Trent with the wide open look. Cans the shot from the wing.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Hero on the wing. Wiggins right side. Here's Ware. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. They kick it out to Green. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
29 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. Adebayo with the ball. Defended by Portis. And it's Wiggins missing. Green taking his time here. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead by one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Hero. And he converts the layup. Hero's got 6 points.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Here's Kuzma. The kick out to Porter. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And this game is tied up now.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I'll tell you, Kareem is my guy. I will tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And a wide open look for Hero. Good on the three-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
The kick out to Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Back to Hero from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Portis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. Wiggins outside. 5 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Well, I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. It's fun to watch.
Portis the screen. To the paint. And Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Different look from Milwaukee. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace. You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo.
Hero, no good. Bucks leading by 3. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Ware. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ware's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
There's Hero with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Prince. 5 on the clock. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Kevin Porter getting it done for the Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Heat trailed by 5. There's Hero with the 3. It's good from long range. Heroes got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
And that one's good by Porter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
On the wing, Wiggins. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Prince outside. Pass to Lopez. Outside, Porter. Now Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Giannis.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
That free throw, no good. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Robinson for 3, rebounded by the Bucks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Gone in this third quarter now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Oh!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Milwaukee leading by 4. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Giannis breezing right through that defense.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Wasted no time on that one. Wiggins has got 9 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And stolen by Wiggins. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he lays it straight in. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Substitution on the court.
1:12 left to play in the third. Kuzma outside. Trent right side. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
.35 seconds left in the third. There's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Craig, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Hero from long range. Kuzma pulls it in. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Porter. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. There's Hero with the 3. Good on the triple. Hero's got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Rollins. To the wing on the left. Puts one up from 19. Outside Robinson. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Portis. Knocks it loose. Pass to Wiggins. Takes it off the glass.
Well, that was quality defense, but Wiggins showing off tremendous athleticism, able to overcome that defense.
Rollins. And slam dunk by Rollins.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And some changes here for the Bucks. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Out to the right wing. Wiggins outside. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Boy, what a strong finisher Wiggins is. Try to get physical with him, and he powers right through you.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Out to Kuzma. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 3. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Shot from free throw range. Rebound, Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. Porter looking it over. And the 3 off target. Outside Robinson to tie it up. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Kuzma. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Outside for Robinson. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Heat.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Giannis. Nails the baby hook. Giannis has got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Adebayo kicks it out to Wiggins. Rocket 6. No good on the triple.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Here's Giannis. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Hero way outside. The rebound by Prince. Bucks leading by 6. Outside, Porter. Nice move. And there's the drive. And he can't jam it through.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Robinson misses. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, it would have been great to knock them all down, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These people done turned us into bosses. That's my number. Oh yeah. Hey, I find a loophole. I found one. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. And my money hungry, stack that for 90 days.
It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's Jokic, and the dunk by... Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of his team's success.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time. Woo. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound Minnesota. We played just over a minute here in the first. McDaniels from long range. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Murray. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
It's Edwards with a drive.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
To the paint. Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Oh, deflected. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Now here's Murray. Gordon outside. Fires from deep. Back to Murray. From deep three-point range. And no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They trail by 3. It's Edwards with a drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Edwards. He has 6. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Murray. Porter looks it over. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get one up. .110 left in the first. Here's Gordon. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And Gordon is a guy who plays within himself, stays within the confines of the offense, only attempts shots that are in his range.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Yes, it's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Murray with the drive. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
That tenacity on the drive. Murray is at his absolute best when he's in attack mode.
Edwards with it. Checked by Gordon. From downtown. And Edwards good for 3. Edwards got 11 points. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah. 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Minnesota in the lead. All sorts of time. The shot by Conley, no good. Westbrook left side. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense. Taking advantage.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Randall left side. Over Jokic. Randall can't hit. The Nuggets trail. Gordon outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Randall outside. The three, DiVincenzo. And he parries his first look.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Nuggets trail by 3.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Minnesota with the ball. To the inside. Pass to Shannon. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. To the middle. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. It's a three-point game. Inside. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Randall. And the layup is good off the glass.
Going towards the basket, that's when Randall's most dangerous.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Denver.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one and threw him off just enough.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Drops in the three.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. Now Gobert. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Denver. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Murray. That shot off the mark. McDaniels with some nice D. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Back to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And the shot falls short that time.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's Edwards on the wing. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Murray for three. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Randall left side. McDaniels from long range. book it. And it's Randall with the assist. McDaniels got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray scanning the floor. Out to the wing. From the arc. A shot by Brown, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
To the right side. Here's Pickett. On target from range. Outside Conley. Elbow shot. And that's not going to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. The shake. It's tipped.
Like watching Saric make his presence felt with blocks like these.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals, along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on court.
On the wing, Murray. 11 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Denver.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
From deep, Jokic. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 5. For 3, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Back to Reed. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Jokic. And he can't get that one. Randall with some nice D. High arcing shot. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too. This is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Drive a compressor, top notch, get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the $40 in the club. she gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000, I'm pulling billions off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some wanna choose, but them is too scary. You chose me, you ain't a, you a.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you you've never seen the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. When I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street, walk a green mile. We piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. We rockin' Russian Sable, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 for my back. I'm $1 million Mac, they need $1 billion. Put my in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, CBU with B. Cause what's up with no, and what's up with no. Don't be a lame, you know the game and how it goes. We try to get Jones.
Any, many decisions with precision. I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch. I know you want it to, but there's something I don't do. Tipping for life. That's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause it's gonna get better. Prepare you for the sea support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't.
As Paul McCartney, the lawyers couldn't stop.
Send her into outer space. I know he wish he could, cause he paying $20K a day. Like an...
Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now, here's Mobley. Pass to Strus. Back to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Anunoby. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now here's Brunson. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Here's Hart. Off to... A good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And here are the Cavaliers. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. One of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, he'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thank you, David. And Brunson gets it to go.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
For three, Mitchell. Rebounded by Hart.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bridges shot. Good.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Mobley wide open. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Here's Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell.
Normally he drains that.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. Inside. Here's Hart. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. So Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looking for the first basket of the game. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is good.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork, got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
The wide open look here for Garland. Trains the three-pointer. Garland's got 5 now.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Mobley. Still yet to score. Back to Garland. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pass to Hart. To the inside. Towns. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Mobley. Down low. Here's Hunter. The shot misses. New York leading by 10. Pass to Towns. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's Garland. Some solid defense from Hart.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot's good from Brunson.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Knicks lead by 13. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Robinson left side. New York moving the ball around. Bridges outside. The shot.
Shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt, man. I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on the fan, he blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small locket. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. I'm trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in Nannish, trying to give me 1,000 sneaker money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. Probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. Had to fight 100 demons just to...
Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now, here's Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Now, here's Garland.
This game faced with tears of joy, faced with tears of joy.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Down low. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Shoots over Garland. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. That one goes in.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Back to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A 3 from Strus. Garland with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Cavaliers with the rebound. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Mitchell's shot is good.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Outside Garland. Lets the 3 fly. And Donovan Mitchell hits from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The drive by Garland. Allen. Goes back up. A kick out to Mobley. For 3. Mobley with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
And here is Mitchell, after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Strus with the rebound.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
So both teams changing it up here. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Garland. He has 5. High post Allen. Out to the right wing. Okoro with it. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Pass to Hunter. Garland with it. Back to Hunter. Shot clock at 5. With the drive. Endorse the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 37 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Jerome. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Kicks it out to Allen. Outside Garland. Back to Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. Plenty of space. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Here's Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Wade outside. And that does it for the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway.
13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. A basket good off the assist from Allen. 7 points for Darius Garland. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting.
Hey, you couldn't hear me the whole time? Two Jones?
Mitchell outside.
Or YouTube, whatever.
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oh.
To the middle. Here's Bruce.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
No. Oh, I've been talking the whole time. Bro, I've been playing, and I'm thinking like, nah, I've been talking the whole time. I was on FaceTime a couple hours ago, so I probably forgot to unmute it. But no, I kind of blame it on you too. Well, I don't blame it on you, but I sure been asking like, what's the next team to play with? Who y'all want me to play with? Ain't nobody saying nothing. But y'all ain't hit me, so I guess it's kind of on me too. Get that shit up out there. Go back up.
That's a
nigga.
big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks.
Because, you know, I can be locked and I can still talk. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't nothing. You know, that ain't nothing.
Off the mark by Cleveland. The Cavaliers lead
Got a mismatch.
by 10.
That's back out.
Mitchell
Play
wide
ball.
open.
I love you, Jared
And
Allen.
it's Allen with the jam.
Well, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
And here's Strus for three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Outside Garland. Here in the second quarter, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
I've been like that, boy.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Been like that, boy.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
The kick out to Mobley.
Good shot, boy. It's out, though.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here are the Cavaliers. 2 minutes. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
Thank you, Jared Allen.
Pass to Allen. Mobley
I could not get his shot.
Offensive rebound.
Thank you, Jared Allen.
Allen slams it in.
Hey, go ahead, quit out for me.
Layup when you can finish with authority. Mr. Allen on the dunk.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will
You ain't coming back.
to discuss some
I mean,
potential
if we sit here, we can sit here and waste time. But you ain't
Cleveland Cavaliers.
You ain't coming back for sure. I'll tell you that right now.
There's the drive. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Especially not doing that shit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this
Go on ahead, play your little Call of Duty.
You can start to feel their frustration mounting with every missed bucket. It becomes.
And I ain't even mad because you don't even play this. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even talk shit like I want to. You don't play. You don't play this way.
Will take possession.
Substitution on the court.
For sure.
And,
That's the only way to learn how to play it.
Cleveland
Is to play it.
by 18.
And what?
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, you ain't scoring like
And
4
guys,
minutes. What's
let's
going
get
on?
your
Get a bucket.
hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I love
You ain't
the
scoring like 4 minutes.
concentration so far in this one. They're getting
It was like 10 to 12.
and really doing a great
Get
job
you one.
of disrupting the rhythm.
Get you one.
Here's Okiki. And he gets the
You
whistle
playing in your
for the
ass.
second call.
I'm finna put the bench in. I'm finna play. I'm finna play the bench the whole second
I
half.
think it kills your energy and it certainly kills your momentum.
Mitchell right side. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
I ran that play on you though. You like that?
It's one thing
You
to
like
do
that?
this at home, another to do it in a hostile
Appreciate it.
environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the Cavaliers with possession. They've got a 22 run going. What a pace. Cleveland moving the ball around. And Allen slams it in.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And stolen by Mobley. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And then jammed down as he goes right over Evan Mobley.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Give me my next team natural, Jones. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cleveland like that. I wonder if OKC cracked out like
He
this.
finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Garland feeling it out a little bit. It's Strus on the wing. Here's Mobley. Offline with his three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage.
Look at the
there,
point right
but
here.
They can't count on him to continue missing.
My goodness, Evan Mobley on his way to the cup. Look out.
On the wing, Mitchell. Off target with his three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you
ain't gotta quit. I'll beat your ass 90-10.
So he can see the ball go through the net.
GA, you look how Garland can create.
Because I'll beat your ass 90-10.
The catch or the bounce.
Ooh, good shit.
So deadly off of those.
You so
into that playmaker that can do that.
Now don't get mad when it's 95-10 and I told you to quit.
That space and get his looks.
Outside Garland. A kick out to Mobley.
I can't shoot with him. Let me see Clippers. Hey, I lost the game yesterday in overtime with the Clippers. I need to get back with them anyway. So I'm glad you said that. Good shot.
Open look here for Garland. From outside off the mark.
That's the only game I lost yesterday. I went like 11-1.
Catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA
but I can't shoot with Norman Powell though. I need to go to the 2K thing and put some shots up with him real quick. Because Norman Powell, I'd be better with the Clippers if I can shoot with him.
Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bro, his shot too long.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch by Strus.
And I actually played Cleveland. Zubac disappointed me so bad. I'm so mad at him. They had Jared Allen fucking him up.
They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And it's Mitchell missing. Cleveland with the ball. There's Garland. Allen left
he got his own rebound.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. Mobley outside. Looking for Allen. He gets it there. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. There's Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
Shot.
The wide open shot from Strus. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Mobley.
Shot.
Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
It's up a 3.
I can't get his shot either.
That shot off.
And they switch his shot. His shit too long.
And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Shot.
And Donovan Mitchell gets the 3. Mitchell's got 6 points.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch and shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Back to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 21.
That's a real point guard. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists.
Will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Free throw line jump shot. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Mitchell in the corner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter. Wound up there for Allen.
What?
Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Back to Mitchell. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Cleveland with it. Just 5 to shoot. Garland with the bucket.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Allen. Once again off the mark by
Got to cut
Cleveland.
to the basket here, Allen.
And so it's Cleveland holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes.
The Cavaliers, 47.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's Jerome. Hunter, no one around him. Fires from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hunter's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs. Pass to Jerome. There's the three. Thompson with the rebound. And here are the Cavaliers now. Hunter on the wing. And Merrill has it in the corner.
Who is this guy?
That three off the mark. Hunter down low. Here's Jerome. Off target from three-point range. To the inside. Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Cleveland moving it around. No good that time. And here is Hunter. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Jerome. Pass to Merrill. They grab their own miss. Here's Jerome. Fires the three.
Oh,
Johnson with
this
the
shot
rebound.
is so fast.
Here's Jerome. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Back to Mitchell. Strus in the corner for the three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Cleveland. Back to Garland.
Get shit up out of here.
A kick out to Mobley. 14 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short. Poked away. And stolen by Mobley. Ahead. Kicks it out to Mitchell.
Minutes remaining in the game.
Mobley right side. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Strus. And the three ball is good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Mobley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up. That one on Mobley.
Evan Mobley
I can't
is
even shoot
truly
a free throw with his ass.
You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
Wade on the wing. Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win.
Wait. I'm trying to get my double-double with Darius Garland. Why did I take him out?
This kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Wade. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. 6 on the shot clock. And Cleveland with another turnover here. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here.
Jarrett Allen. Matt Strus.
And so here's Cleveland.
Darius Garland.
They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Mobley. Right side, Garland. Mobley double teamed. 6 to shoot. Can't knock in the 3. Here's Merrill. No good with the wing jumper.
Double.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This one was over.
I got haters,
I'm out of there.
I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way, they spin their bands. I could really give a, long as you know what's up. It's Dolce, Miss D.O.E. Don Dada. You notice me. They like Dolce, you the Lulu. You a loose screw. She really giving in a voodoo. She swapped the old for a say new. She while she watching Hulu. Wake up, get your in my makeup. Get your fake love, fake tough. Put your butter, princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your up, get your put your up. That's tough, pay up, get your rates up, butter, princess.
Money to make, thought I was catching my break. Still at my job every day, can't put your pride in the bank. I need some sugar and shine, need me a slice of that pie. They took a slice of my pride, turning my blood into pocket. I made me some time, I never got time. I'm missing holidays, but in a lot of ways I'm still gifted. Regardless if it's Christmas, snooze my alarm again. And a lot might come to get me before I ride away in that Bentley. This what he said, you might not wake up if you snooze it again. You can't let a new ever get to your head. Dress for the camera again. Funny how you look the best when you at the top. Funny how you look the same when you die. Respect the dead, they gon' ask me, but you can't see Gucci shoes in it. There's gotta be better ways to lengthen my resume.
It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson.
See what I'm saying? Early.
Powell's shot is off.
Shoot it.
Lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court
he came to play.
all the talking for him.
Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands, and Kawhi finishes that possession.
And the basket by Holiday.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
For 3, Powell. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. They kick it out to Porzingis.
That shit up out of there. Ben Simmons right
Los
there.
Angeles.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Leonard outside. Pass to Harden. 4-3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. 4-point game. White, good.
Yeah, there's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Three-pointer, Harden.
Bro, that's a shot.
Get it again. Out to Powell. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Porzingis with it. Harden picks him up. Outside, Brown. Outside, White. And that misses. That would have put him up. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. To the middle. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Tatum. Harden surveying the D. Clock at 6. From deep. Clippers keep it alive. The three. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden, or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Celtics trail by 5. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Up top, Zubac. Outside, Simmons. Leonard on the wing. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Leonard's got 6.
Kawhi typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize
the
Clippers
Zubac.
had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason.
Better get out that motherfucker 2-3, boy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie.
But I don't care, though. I don't care what they play.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000
What?
career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And stolen by Simmons. Leonard, good. Give him 8.
Working some magic
Steal.
inside. Leonard,
Steal.
so polished.
Ball.
On the wing, Holiday. Jacks up at 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
I don't even think niggas from Boston even be good, bro.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Simmons.
I wish Simmons would shoot so bad.
Pass to Zubac. Left side, Harden. Fires the 3. It's hauled in.
Look
by
at
White.
Zubac. You got to get the rebound.
To the paint. Here's Tatum.
Thank you, Mama.
And finished off by Tatum.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Los Angeles.
I swear they don't. They're just such a great team. Makes everything easy.
Bro, that's close.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And Horford gets it to go. Well, when you look at the forwards in this
Like,
league,
how do you shoot with Al Horford? How do you even know that shot?
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
6 to shoot. Bogdanovich from long range. Gets the 3 to fall. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Inside. Here's Shireman. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
On the wing, Jones. Knocked away. Now here's Dunn. Still no points. Bogdanovich from long range. And Los Angeles, another 3.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
No, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Zubac with it. And here's Leonard. Double team on Leonard. For 3, Powell hits the trifecta. Powell's got 6.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Pass to Shireman. Down low. Cada. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Zubac. Dunn outside. Leonard with the ball. Now Zubac. Dunn outside. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Brown. Wide open look. And it's Boston scoring again.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Back to Dunn.
Should have shot that.
Out to Leonard.
Should have shot that too.
Now here's Zubac.
Let's take a guess to the cut.
Clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The effort level from Zubac is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out. He's giving you his all.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A minute 53 left to the second period. Second chance effort. Pass to White. From downtown. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
CTH, can't teach height. Porzingis is big and completes the play.
59 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. Pass to Leonard. Outside Harden. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. .46 seconds left in the first half. Left side, Porzingis. The kick out to White. To the middle. Horford inside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. There's 21 seconds left in the second period. Throws it up high. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Holiday taking his time here. Here's Porzingis. And it's rejected. And it's the Clippers on the break. Simmons has the open look. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 4. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. Ooh, some swagger from Tatum.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Outside Simmons. Brown with the steal. Here's White. It's tipped. Leonard outside. Pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Outside Harden. Driving in. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Again, the miss by Boston. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Harden. To the paint. Zubac's inside. The rebound, Celtics.
Bro, he makes me mad so bad.
Here's Tatum. The rebound by Simmons.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Down low. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. Timeout.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Is your someone once again for Celtics Entertainment.
Celtics trail by 4. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 7.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Harden. 9 points in the game. Inside. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. The shot off that time.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit
That's a
off.
block.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And the shot goes.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now Harden. And there's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 11.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
Pass to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Zubats. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here.
What?
Offensive rebound.
What?
The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Their biggest.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Well, once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Pass to Tatum. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The Clippers lead by 4. Here's Powell. Outside Harden. Here's the 3. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
I know he's passing it there.
They ended up
He's
having
getting it over
multiple
there.
possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Back to Leonard. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Tipped away. Kawhi slam. Wow.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
I
And the
put the
officials
wrong
signal a
icon.
backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Clippers substitution. Amir Coffey. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Chris Dunn.
Here's Pritchard. Still without a bucket. Launches it. Rebound by the Clippers. Jones feels it out. Pass to Dunn. Bogdanovic on the wing. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some.
Give me the next team, folks.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Clippers lead by 7. Now here's Jones. Pass to Leonard. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. To the left wing. Here's Hauser. They grab their own miss. Out to Craig. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The shot comes out.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Simmons with it. Leonard for three. Pass to Dunn. From the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Dunn's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pritchard, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Back to Simmons. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Simmons. Leonard, left side. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. Now here's Powell. They double him with Brown. And there's a 3-second violation.
I went up with the ball, bro.
Celtics trail by 10. White on the wing. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Celtics trail by 8. With the floater. Doesn't go that time. Harden with the defensive effort. Now Simmons. He's covered by Holiday. And it's Simmons missing. And so it's Boston with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Tatum with a screen. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Wait, how is it on?
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Zubats. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Nice job by Zubats using his size and just making his presence felt.
Outside Tatum to the middle. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Pass to Zubats. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. 2 points. That one goes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Tatum can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 10. Outside Harden. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Simmons. And here's Zubac. Back to Simmons. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Now the Celtics on the move. Three-pointer, Holiday. Leonard pulls down the board. Over to the wing. And here's Harden. Leonard outside. From deep. Outside for Harden. To the left side wing. Second chance shot. Wow, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game,
pick the next
and it
team,
will
bro.
end in a victory for the Clippers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Puts up a three. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Substitution on the court.
Horford with a steal. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was wide.
I shot bad with James Harden for
If you wanna fight me, know it's gonna be a melee. Feel my lead and leave yourself. Don't free yourself, don't see yourself. I'm really gonna take it to real yourself. Sure they wanna go and get up under my skin, no way, nowhere. Scarlet letter on the back with a can, but I don't really notice cause I'm like I came from famine. Gonna head down like I'm playing backgammon. Never get like I'm never can't stand up, but watch it like a shake, dancing fake pumps. A1 take none, break, where you trust can't stone. Miss me with that cause I'm all of the patience.
That's a good game though.
pick the next team, bro.
I know you'll end your streak if I told you giddy up.
Nah, that's what you want to see. Giddy up.
My good, my girl just came in talking about you want a P5 new moon face.
She finna get it. She got her motherfucking Daxon, boy. I'm going through a thing. 15-1. I played all these games last night, by the way. Wait.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me.
Oh, I'm finna catch these niggas. I'm finna catch them. That's alright. That's alright. You better get the PlayStation 5 soon, because you ain't catching me. 195 or 131. He decent too. I'm finna giddy up his ass.
Breaking them, man. I just bought her new. Now she spent. I can't get the in with this shit sneaking it in. And she pleading the fifth, cause she ain't serious. And she setting all the trash, she ain't never on the fence.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, grow yesterday.
That's what it smells like when you go out and
you
got a long time.
Bro, yesterday I catch you.
Come through with that beat, I ain't working for free. I got a bunch of bad stay up with me. I got love for my put my neck on freeze.
Oh, this a good thing.
Who that say they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest.
It's like I gotta start Patrick Williams. I gotta start him because the defensive. I don't want to hurt on him.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. You can feel the energy here in Toronto. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup.
Oh, my goodness.
Shoot. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now here's Giddey, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Here's Vucevic. Some solid defense from Pirtle. And it's the Raptors' ball. Pass to quickly.
Not worried about that.
Back to Barnes.
Not worried about
Raptors
that.
need to get a shot at it. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk
Come on,
by
Vooch.
Pirtle.
And guys, he saw his chance to
Come on, Vucevic.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically...
What? Okay, he's gonna blow me.
And it's out of bounds.
He's
They
gonna blow
say
me.
it was last touched by Vucevic. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5
It's a
guys,
tough start.
brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And the shot goes down. Quickly's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
You don't like who?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard.
Who you don't like, Tijone?
Just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin?
I'm not talking to you, bro.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Several teams changing it up here. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Walter. To the paint.
Yeah, Zach Collins. Yeah, Zach Collins. Did Zach Collins play for them?
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And the defense of this
Pat Wheel.
Greg, they are built to switch.
My boy.
accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier process.
I'm going to make a man out of him today.
And Williams drops them both. Raptors with the lead. To the middle. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Pick by Williams. Pass to Collins. Back to Giddey. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And a
that's
nice
a steal.
job here early of establishing an inside presence. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now, here's Quickly. He has 5. Here's Walter. It's Barrett on the wing. For 3.
A good on-ball defender. White will make
Get the rebound, bro.
And here is Quickly. Here's Pirtle. The shot off that time. Collins with some nice D. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And they take the lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Back to Quickly.
It's a steal.
Pass to Mobo. Inside.
We see that.
And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Number 13.
It's all tied in Toronto. And the second quarter will be on the way. When we come back.
10. The ball. 10.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
Yeah, they're off to a smooth start, but that's no reason to get comfortable. You cannot let up in this game.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kicks it out to Collins. Ball with it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Ball is a clever player, especially in the pick and roll. Looks to shoot as soon as he gets space coming off that screen.
Barrett wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. In the corner. Herter with it. 14 feet away.
Oh my gosh. Go do a layup.
Toronto trailing. Stolen by Collins. Back to Ball. Down low. And finished off by Collins.
Gotta take care of
that
the
Collins.
ball. They'll punish you if
that Collins.
you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a
Charge.
coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
Now here's Herter. Still yet to score. Boucher with the ball. And it's Bruce Ellis picking him up.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. To the inside. The kick out to Barnes. There's the screen. Stolen by Terry. And stolen by Barnes. Out to the wing. Onside Barrett. Here's Shed. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Giddey. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The Bulls making a switch here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The kick out to Barnes. Down low. Here's Mobo. Back to Barnes. On the wing quickly. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now, here's Quickly. 5 points in the game. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Giddey. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Herter. That's good.
What are you doing?
So Giddey with the assist. Herter's got his first 2 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Boucher. That is a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Giddey gets it to go.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Barnes outside. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Oh.
Stolen by Quickly. The three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Here's Giddey. Makes it off the glass. Giddey's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a steal.
Pass to Mobo. Outside Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. So the clock runs out with the score tied going. into halftime. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
24.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones.
Shot.
My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Vucevic with the bucket.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Who's so weak?
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Abaji. He has yet to score. Quickly looking it over. Here's Pirtle. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. To the paint.
Look at
Good ball
Vooch.
movement here by the Bulls. White, good.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
It's Barrett on the wing. Acted quickly. Now here's Barnes. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Here's Abaji. He's defended by Herter. Here's Giddey.
Oh my gosh, I said.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Pass to Abaji. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Shot clock at 5. It's good from long range. Barrett's got 8 points.
Sweet.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off.
Why are you doing all of that?
It was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a lead.
Now here's Barnes. Hasn't made one yet. Quickly with a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to White. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Back to Giddey. Now here's White. Barrett covering. White, wide open. He fired. And it falls over the rim and in. He has 7.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So both teams making some changes here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Out to Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. Mobo. Outside, Barrett. Back to quickly.
Let me get this shit over with.
From the arc.
Lonzo not going to step up?
Quickly's got 8 points.
That's kind of crazy, Lonzo.
Defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And it's and 1.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
.40 seconds left in the third quarter. It's White on the wing.
That's the cut.
Back to Collins. White looking around.
Come on. Nigga, this nigga, Kobe White, nigga.
He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Bro.
And that one's good.
That's not offense.
And that tells the tale.
Let's just press on the button.
Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now here's White. 11 points in the game. The Bulls with another miss.
Yeah.
White, he's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Chicago leading by 3. Now Ball. Here he goes. And Ball slams it in.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
Toronto working the ball around now. Back to quickly. Pass to Mobo. And Jalen Horton-Tucker is going to pick up the foul.
Jalen Horton-Tucker in the game.
Foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here.
Yeah, the fourth quarter.
Mobo. Back to Barrett. Here's Mobo. Covered by Smith. Mobo can't hit. Inside. Out to White. Goes up on the wing.
That's a shot.
Rebound by the Raptors. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The kick out to Ball.
Defensive settings.
Back to Collins. And the
Two Johns, to be honest with you, I know how to do all of that. I just don't do all of that.
Yeah, easy call.
I just get on and just play the game. No adjustment.
Approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls.
Like, I need to, though. Like, I'm going to start.
For them. So you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation. And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Yeah, nothing too fancy.
Yes, me too. Like my freelance and stuff.
Here's Giddey.
That's Giddey.
Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trailed by 3.
Shoot.
Pass to quickly. Here's Mobo. 6 to shoot.
That's a steal.
And here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. White goes in.
I knew Kobe White was going to miss that.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Entering from quickly. Collins grabs the miss. Outside, White. There's the pick. To the middle.
Oh.
And stolen by Barrett.
Oh.
Driving in.
Oh.
On the wing quickly. Barnes outside. Pass to Boucher.
That's a good defense.
To the wing on the left.
That's a good defense.
They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Both teams will make substitutions. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them,
We just really need a bucket real quick.
You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside, Barrett to the paint. Pass to quickly. Boucher, the screen. Barrett.
That's not going to work.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Giddey with it. Picked up by Barrett.
Look at that. Look at the game.
It's stolen by Barrett. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The kick out to Barnes. Yes!
Boy, the game is crazy here.
At a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Pick by Vucevic. Got it!
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic with it. The layup off target.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him. Really.
I ain't even shoot no threes. I was 1 for 5. Pick a team, Paul.
To Baltimore, how I'ma kill it. I buy a Morgan the minute. The public house, the plastic couch of a Section 8 tenant. The Regal window is tinted. The air conditioner broke, but I'm cool enough to ensure you my ride is an Eskimo, huh? And I peel off in the midst of getting my clothes off, and I thrive off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Hear the siren, walk up. Engines on back of scooters, the real can recognize real, and we need to know just who you are. You are in the presence of many presents. Kendrick, the gift for the future, or yeah, I said it. Good kid, mad city, mad respect, representing the hub, right.
Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public.
The homegirls tell me I'm so they can buy some outfits. I buy their sons a pack of Pampers, some new
I
Jordan.
would say Knicks lays off.
That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the
Knicks. I'm gonna play with the Kings. Portland. Oh, they gave me the Kings. I get Portland next.
Call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of 100.
I'll play with them next. Portland.
Essays and arm reach. One way.
Ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down public.
It's the Sacramento Kings matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, Hall of Famer David. Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now.
Man, that's all we planning.
It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And what a
They're the same team. Everybody want to pick Boston and Cleveland.
Each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Levine. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that
exactly why I don't play this game.
He's a knockdown jump shooter.
Now Tatum. The 10-footer. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Outside, Sabonis. Kick out to Levine. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
In way to seize the opportunity, Levine just smashing that one home.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
I might scope 50 with Zach.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Levine. Driving to the basket. DeRozan in the corner. Back to Sabonis. Levine wide open. The three-pointer no good.
Defensive breakdown there. And they
That's
got
a steal.
He's not going to miss too many of those.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Bro, come on, bro.
And the Kings making a change here.
I want to sit through the whole timeout.
Minutes played here so far in the first quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand
oh my gosh,
that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin?
Shoot the ball.
Like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Pass to Sabonis. Good.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range.
Now here's Tatum. Still without a basket. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Celtics. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Levine for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Celtics passing it around, and they double up Brown. Pass to Cornette.
The ball.
Left to the wing. Down low. A kick out to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Latrey. Good on the triple.
What?
Well, I like the defense, but Brown's offense was even better.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Levine can't hit. Lets it go with the three. Back to Brown. Pass to Cornette. Doubled by Sabonis. Here's Hauser. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The wide open look here for DeRozan.
That's a shot.
Does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Kings. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Now here's Levine. Jason
That
Tatum
is a shot.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Maybe I'm 2K'd out. I don't know. I don't feel tired though.
Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Ellis wide open. Again, the miss by the King.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Horford. Here's Tatum. A second chance effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Such a
Been shooting the same way the whole game.
Is this locked in? The defense is in for a long night.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
No, I just shoot the ball, bro.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Pass to Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Now, here's Sabonis. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Tatum's shot is off. The Kings trail by 3. Ellis outside. Pass to Sabonis. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. Celtics passing it around. Pritchard. That 3 off the mark. Ellis outside. Outside, Sabonis.
Come on.
And the basket is
Thank
good.
you.
He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The aggression from Sabonis, forcing the issue and getting the hoop.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And Zoelos will bring it up for the Kings. With the drive, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Pass to Tatum. Will it go? And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings leading. Ellis down low. DeRozan scanning the floor.
Debo.
Foul. Involved in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And with his hard-charging style, DeRozan gets himself to the line quite a bit, and it helps that he can finish through contact.
Dan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Outside Holiday. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Monk. From deep, Ellis. It's good from long range. Ellis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
I need a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow.
Let me play with
Now
Boston.
it's
I want to play with Boston.
defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Monk. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And the Kings lead by 10.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Brown. Lock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so we wrap up the first half. Kings ahead, leading by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Celtics trailed by 10. Right side Tatum. Out to White. Pass to Brown. Back to White. Tatum on the wing. Looking to get it going. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And here is Brown. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Levine. Driving the way.
I tried to dunk him.
Outside for Murray. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sabonis has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Kings. And here's Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen
Hey, do me a favor and quit for me.
23 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing.
Bro, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go to the doctor, bro.
23, at the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Inside. Here's Sabonis. Wide open look here for Murray.
I need you to quit, bro. I have to go.
Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
You be moving that motherfucker like I'm really.
Austin with the ball. Down by 15. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Tatum. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
There's a screen by Murray. Back to Monk. Fires the three. And another three for Sacramento.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And it's Brown missing. Sacramento leading by 16. Murray outside.
What you mean?
On the wing, Monk. He has 5.
You happy about that?
Outside, Levine. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 15 points. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance
like when
to
you
go
walking
some
and
of
you
the
get
good
that.
ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every
I said
year
when
it
you
seems
walking and
like
you get that.
the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was the most improved player in the league.
Hey, I've been texting you. You
Part
haven't
of
been
our
texting back.
team
What the
made
fuck
it
is
to
up,
the
buddy?
finals. 6'10", highly
right.
skilled, very versatile guy. There are great
I ain't text
players
you.
coming from everywhere in the world.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much
No ball.
easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
Holiday with it. Sabonis defending. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Back to Ellis. .141 left in the third quarter. Outside DeRozan. Kick out to Levine. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 17. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Right side DeRozan. Back to Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. For the 3. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Hey, the Kings
11
decent, boy.
points for Ellis.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense?
But you got the best team.
They've
Your ass
been
team
content
dub.
to let
So what
them
does that
fire
make you?
away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Tatum. Brown outside. From the arc, DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento.
Oh,
19 seconds left here in the third quarter. DeRozan for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Yep, that one goes in there. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Back to Levine. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Sacramento with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead.
46.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kings leading now by 16. Monk outside. Pass to Ellis. Sabonis with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Monk outside. Over Tatum. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Celtics with possession here. Driving in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
Open shot by Ellis. The baseline jumper goes down.
Assisted.
And that's 13 points for Ellis.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Shoot, you got Tatum, bro.
Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. And it's LaRavia with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Joe Someone once again for Celtics Entertainment.
Celtics trail by 18. Outside White. Back to Holiday. Off on the layup. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now here's Sabonis. Pass to Ellis. Back to Sabonis. 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
And with Sabonis' size, he's such a challenge to defend, and they're turning some sloppy defense into an opportunity at the line.
You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Celtics trail by 18 to the paint. Here's Porzingis. Sweet little floater. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Back to Ellis. Pass to LaRavia. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Shoots. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got 4 this quarter.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
From 18 feet away, Tatum's shot is off.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Back to Sabonis. Inside, LaRavia. Rebound, Boston. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Sacramento making a switch here. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Pass to Murray. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Kings.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Domantas Sabonis.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Outside, Levine. Down low. Sabonis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
That one misses. Celtics trailed by 14. White, a good look. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Porzingis with the steal. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to DeRozan. And here's Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. Monk outside. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is off. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Porzingis. Sabonis with the bucket.
Yeah, 12 and 12. That was a quiet 12 and 12. 16, Paul.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Wake up, get your in my makeup, get your
Team. I'm finna get on MLB, bro.
princess, rates up, jigs up, put your up, put your up. That's tough, pay up, get your rates up, for the princess. But bullshit me, she freaking Dalai Lama, don't you cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out to Japan and Donna Benihana, I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the Grace Jones. I don't know what type of they own. I'm like Carrie Bradshaw, but I've been I've been carrying you now for way too long. I'm a black stack. All beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly. You ain't coach. I'm a real.
The Trailblazers going through it. They're really supposed to be 19-0. I'm mad as hell I lost yesterday in overtime. Got on FaceTime video. Motherfuckers be talking crazy, and you lose focus. I gotta get their shots though. I don't know. Hey! He's the best player on the team.
That's my record, though. I'm really him.
Nah, I'm 18-1 in the season. I thought you were talking about the season. Yeah, your overall record 18-1. So you run across me, motherfucker. He the dunker, right? Yeah. Who else I need to shoot with? You gotta hit minus. I wish somebody else would come.
Lead the league in scoring. What's your name? Well, it's not important. If you then I'm pouring from the evening to the morning. I can watch that for hours. I be on them thunderstorms, y'all on them scattered showers. Look, a southern chick, she gotta be collard greens, cornbread, sitting properly. Yeah, I'm Hall of Fame and got it raining in my zone. Let's make arrangements for some live entertainment later on. I'm so rich, I'm clutching, I'm tougher than Jimmy Butler. Gotta see and double. You should double dribble, bounce that in my direction. I'm a champ, no game 7 in my section. I'm going hundreds, look at how they bought it. I know she love it, love the way I'm bought it. Michael Jordan, wanna jump in, 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. Michael Jordan, wanna jump in, 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. Rick Owens on the feet, I guess I'm Euro stepping high. Cooking, yeah, I'm chefing, I don't miss like stepping now. In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my. She think I'm a layup, then she must not know about me. She think I'm the one, she must think that I'm Kyrie. Learn to shoot the thirsty. Been had a J like take come. Ballin' that, then tallin' that, she think I'm 8'1". I'm a hooper to be honest, truly a baller, baby. I'm like Luka, I'm like Giannis, so you could Hall of Fame me. I'm so far from JV, I'm Kobe, I'm Mamba, baby. I 24/8, do what it takes, keep it full tank, all gas, no brakes. Look at how they ball it. I know she love it, love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, wanna jump in, 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it.
I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And it's Simons penetrates. And he can't jam it through. Now the Lakers moving it up from deep. Reeves. And Clingan pulls it down. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Pass to Grant.
No
Reeves
way.
pulls it down. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Here's Reeves. Here's James. And Clingan pulls it down.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Avdia. Simons outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clingan. Some solid defense from Hayes. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Here's Clingan. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, be careful. Clingan kid bring down the house.
Pass to Hayes. James outside. Takes it inside. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. The drive by Simons. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good. Hachimura. Well, the truth is,
hey, I'm on YouTube right now. The fans, they say the fans want to see Bronny. Put Bronny in the game.
Changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now,
hey, Fred Dog, put Bronny in the game.
Step up and be that guy.
And there's James from the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Off the outside. On the wing, Simons. To the inside. Has to Clingan.
I know Donovan.
Launches a 3.
Right?
Portland again missing.
You want to be standing up there.
The Lakers lead by 3. And there's James from the arc. Sinks it from distance. James has got 5.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Blazers making a change here. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Simons.
I can't shoot with these niggas.
Here's Clingan. Down low. Will it go? Can't get it to fall.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to
he put Bronny in the game for real.
To get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Reeves. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career, but over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. And Portland has possession. Following the score by Los Angeles.
I guess I got a who with Donovan Clingan. I don't know.
Attacking in the
I don't know
painted
this
area.
shot.
Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now here is James. 5 points in the game. Blazers trail by 6. Pass to Simons. Here's Clingan. Back to Simons. Puts it up from 17. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Clingan is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
James with the ball. Defended by Avdia. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from James.
You know, there were some who questioned his ability at this level. Bronny starting to earn every minute he's getting.
Outside Sharp. Here's Reith. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Lakers on top, up 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
The Trailblazers.
Type 1 in the chat if you think I'm going to win. Type 2 in the chat if you think I'm going to lose.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance.
Predict the final score, final score, final score.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for
them. Why is you out there? You can't
shoot. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure. And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Henderson drives in.
Bro, these niggas
misses the easy stuff. Going all the way to the rack. The shot by Reeves, no good. Blazers trail by 5. Fires the 3. Kamari, that's good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than this.
On the wing, Reeves. On target from range. Reeves got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Vincent. Portland making their last shot. Back to Reeves. And he comes up with a bucket. He has 7.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Sharp with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here's Reeves. Rebounded by Kamari.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Sharp.
And 1.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Henderson for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Here's Goodwin. Here's Finney-Smith. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Klingon. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
You know, I have to admire a guy
Why you
like
just
Anthony
didn't lay it up?
Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players.
Like, I
He's
hate when
become
they
a
do some shit like
ferocious
that.
scorer. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Klingon. Tries again.
Come on,
it's
man.
deflected. From deep, here's Doncic. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Blazers trail by 6. Pass to Simons. And here's Avdia. There's the 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon. Out to Simons. From the arc. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Doncic on the wing. Oh, Doncic!
Stop letting him
What do you
shoot.
expect?
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
This is my best player, right?
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Second team.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to James. That 3's off the mark. Blazers trail by 5. Outside for Grant. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Grant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. Hayes with room to shoot. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 2. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. The lead is 2. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Blazers have a lot to learn.
Oh my
Coach
gosh, that's a
John
good move.
Tidwell
He
said,
missed it, though.
I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
Come on, bro.
James with the rebound.
Wow.
What DeAndre Ayton at? You heard of him?
He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Blazers trail by 4. Off the outside. Simons outside to the paint. Here's Klingon. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Klingon's got 10.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Here's Avdia. Blocked. Pass to Klingon. Now Simons. And here's Grant from the arc. They get it again. Out to Simons. Inside. And down it
You
goes.
the Lakers and you playing
Dumped it
off
through
ball.
off a beautiful setup. Oh, what
ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
If you see yourself in the big league, you know what to do, or else you are fooled. You're on the big screen. Next.
Brad, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot. And I know Coach is loving this. The big rookie Clingan attacking on offense and showing no mercy. Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Avdia. Here's Clingan. And here's Avdia. He's covered by Reeves. 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. James, a freight train coming.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Doncic with it. He's got 5. He drops it from range. Reeves has got 10.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Portland's shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yet known for his size and defense, Clingan has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
The Lakers lead by 3. Out to James. Doncic outside. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. Second shot opportunity. And it's Doncic missing. Blazers trail by 3. Outside Sharpe. Henderson outside. Here's Clingan.
And one.
And it's good.
Fucking him up.
Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always fought like a head coach.
Here's James. Avdia pulls it in. Pass to Henderson. .52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clingan. 6 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Sharp with it. They get it back. Outside for Henderson. Now Avdia. Pass to Clingan. Henderson for 3. That one doesn't drop. There's James on the wing. He's got 15. Now Henderson. Here's Avdia. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup. Avdia's got 5. And there's James from the arc. James from
Y'all gonna
distance.
let him shoot the ball, huh?
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Portland trailing here. Outside Sharp. Down low. The kick out to Walker. Puts up a 3.
Oh, no, it's shot.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And here's Doncic outside.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Count it for Vincent. And the Lakers lead by 1. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Pass to Sharp. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Here's Luka. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now here's Sharp. Going inside.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Kicks it to Doncic. He can't get it to go. Good D by Sharp. Walker sets a screen. Pass to Murray. Hey, puts up a 3. Back to Sharp. They kick it out to Murray. Misses the 3. The Lakers trail. Hachimura outside. Over to the left wing. To the right side. From deep, here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing. In transition. Outside Sharp. Left side Murray. And he drops it in from the low post. Murray's gotten his first points in this one.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Simons. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. It's James on the wing. .141 left in the fourth quarter here. Yes, it's good.
Oh, easy to see why LeBron has the ball in these moments. He's dependable at coming through for his team.
Here's Clingan. Some solid defense from Hayes. The Lakers in the lead. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And it's blocked.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Clingan.
And down it goes. 2 points.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
Why are you trying to draw a charge?
Here's Grant. Yes! There's 47 seconds left to the fourth. Pass to James. Shot to 12. It's not going to go for him.
Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
Here's Kamari. The three.
Oh.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Off the outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Simons. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Timeout. Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. 8 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops. And that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And there's James from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. So a close game sees Portland taking this one with